The Great White Race Business, Wealth, Immigration, and the Future of America by Jihad Zenith. When I speak of the Great White Race, it is important to clarify this phrase is not about color, skin, or racial superiority. It describes a symbolic race against the demographic and economic tides reshaping America. It represents the sprint to preserve influence, maintain wealth, and hold on to dominance in a nation that is diversifying rapidly. The whiteness of this race is not biological, it is metaphorical, tied to privilege, long-standing control, and the attempt to outrun inevitable change. The real contest is not against people of color, but against time itself and the trend lines of history. For decades, the slogan, "Make America Great Again," reflected this anxiety. To some, it meant restoring prosperity or cultural pride. Yet beneath the surface, it revealed a defensive reaction to demographic and wealth shifts. Europeans who built and controlled America's political and economic order still hold power, but their foundation is eroding. The nation they claimed as their own is transforming, and the shift is irreversible. Demographic shifts. The U.S. population landscape has changed dramatically since 2000. Hispanics grew from 35.3 M to 62.1 M in 2020, plus 76%. Asians rose from 10.7 M to 19.3 M, plus 81%, the fastest growth. Blacks increased from 34.7 M to 46.8 M, plus 35%. Whites grew slightly from 211.4 M to 235.4 M, plus 11%. Native Americans grew 48%, Pacific Islanders 56%, and the multiracial population a stunning 322%. By 2045, whites will be less than half of the U.S. population. By 2060, about 40%. This shift is not just numbers, it is power, culture, and identity why black growth is slower. The black population will rise only modestly, 13.6% to 14.8% by 2060. Reasons include: 1. Lower birth rates, 1.8 children per black woman versus 2.1 for Hispanics. 2. Higher mortality from heart disease, diabetes, homicide, and COVID-19. 3. Less immigration compared to Hispanic and Asian flows. 4. Mass incarceration, with black men in prison 5x the white rate. 5. Health disparities such as HIV, AIDS, hypertension, and sickle cell disease. These slow demographic growth even as cultural and political influence remains vital. Immigration and the new America immigration drives Hispanic and Asian expansion. Millions arrive from Mexico, Central America, China, India, and the Philippines, reshaping states like California, Texas, and Florida. Even Time magazine foresaw this in 1993 when it portrayed a new Eve, a multiracial woman predicted to represent the average American by 2050. That vision is now reality, wealth and business realities. Demographics alone don't explain MAGA's urgency. Economics tells the rest. Median household income, 2024. Asians, 115,848 euros. Whites, $71,805. Hispanics, $57,330. Blacks, $51,386. Native Americans, $48,077. Median weekly earnings 2025, Asians 1,553, whites 1,025, blacks 991, Hispanics 947. Asian Americans now out-earn whites, a reversal from the 1980s. Immigration of educated professionals and cultural emphasis on schooling and business fueled this climb. Yet the racial wealth gap persists. White median wealth, 284,310. Black median wealth, 44,100. Hispanic median wealth, 6,220. That means black households hold 85% less wealth than whites, Hispanics 78% less. Closing this gap could add $5 trillion to the U.S. economy in 5 years. The politics of decline. So how does all this connect to the great white race? Because what is contested is not skin, but dominance. For centuries, whiteness provided political authority and economic advantage, but now, demographic shifts ensure whites will no longer be the unquestioned majority. Asian income growth and Hispanic black entrepreneurship disrupt economic hierarchies. Immigration ensures American culture is no longer shorthand for European culture. This is the race, the struggle to hold on while time pushes forward. Implications for the future: 1. Cultural transformation. Schools, media, and communities will reflect multicultural identities. 2. Political realignment. States like Georgia, Arizona, and Texas already shift due to minority voter strength. 3. Economic evolution. Minority-led businesses will rise, closing wealth gaps will broaden prosperity. 4. Resistance. Those tied to old hierarchies will frame this transformation as loss, not opportunity. Final thoughts. The great white race is not about color, it is about urgency. It is the sprint of an old order against demographic inevitability and economic realignment. History shows greatness is never secured by clinging to shrinking privilege, but by embracing diversity as strength. The future of America is not a return to the past. It is a multiracial, multi-ethnic society where wealth and power are more broadly shared. That is not decline, that is transformation. And whether America resists or embraces it will decide its true greatness.